What shit have we got on now? Is this as good as Christmas Eve telly gets?
Oh, it's always on this stuff.
Yes, I find Johnson's foot powder effective. At the very least, the first knuckle. Mucky old bitch.
Mr. and Mrs. Flapper are here to see you.
Oh, fuck them. Ah, Mrs. Flapper. Here to waste my time. And your husband, yes, do sit down.
We have a complaint, Doctor, I'm afraid.
Oh, do fetch the whiskey. This here car is going to push my patience.
Last time you told me my wife was frigid.
It's not my fault, is it? All he does is drink beer all day.
Well, I fancy beer goes down rather more easily.
This distracts me from you, actually.
Ungrateful. You're lucky to have such strong women in the household to counterbalance your soft-ass whinging.
Look, I'd rather watch intelligent comedy than fucking reality shit. Kenneth is class.
She won't even get hold of it.
Couldn't even find it.
Don't listen to her. I lost my beer gut so she could gain access. And I've not had so much as a tongue tip.
Dear, oh dear, that'll
Here's
never
their
do.
file.
Here's a few notes I made at our last miserable meeting. Really is quite draining. You, sir, are an ugly old cunt.
I beg your pardon.
I think you heard me clearly. And you, madam, are frightfully dull.
Who are you calling dull?
The dull bitch in front of me.
I'm very offended.
Very ahead of your time, then.
I've never been so insulted
Oh,
in my...
do shut up.
Well, I don't see how this helps us at all.
He's full of it, this one.
Yes, and so are you, sir. The trouble is you've nowhere to stick it. And frankly, there's one solution.
What's that, then?
Webster it out the window.
I'm looking forward to having all your turkey tomorrow.
God, I can't take it anymore.
And that's why.
It burns. Kenneth.
Hell's teeth, it stinks like a rolled up socket of troll's ass in here.
Kenneth! Jesus, who's that? Dad, what the hell are you doing here?
Bloody choking, lad, is what I'm doing. What happened to you? Is this why I'm your ghost of Christmas past?
I'm sorry, am I dreaming here?
No, lad, you need your eyes opening. Tell what life would have been like if you weren't a snobby bloody student behaving above his class.
Have you seen who I'm with? May as well not have bothered.
Well, maybe he'll not be so pissed off if there were no potential in first place. It can't be above your station if there's no station.
Well, I think I deserve better.
Well, I think you better deserve it after all the grief you gave me about doing honest day's work and having no ambition.
You never had any.
Maybe a colon will sort itself out 'cause it were fresher in me coffin.
Oh, Jesus! Arr! Where the fuck are we going?
Oh, but we'll have to do a bit of roleplay, lad.
I'm glad I haven't a chance to clean up at least, but what's this all about, Dad? I suppose university was the only thing I had about me. I do wonder what was the point, but I do have my pride about me.
Oh, give over.
Why would I want the flip side and be a thick fuck?
That's my job, isn't it,
Well,
lad?
for years I've been slagged off for being clever, and now you're taking away my one positive trait. What you wanted.
I wanted you to be more like our David, yes, but I want you to see it for yourself, lad.
So what you're saying is I'm going to be as mind-numbingly common as 𝗵𝗿𝗃 when I set foot out that door? I don't want to be role-playing. Why do I have to live this out? Can't you just show me? I've seen how the Christmas Carol works. They just stand there gormless. You'd stand next to me saying you see what I mean, and I'd show gratitude like a good boy. Well, fuck that.
Len ended up the teacher's pet, lad, and look, I was tasked with showing you a world where you're no better educated than the next fella. You're actually seeing Mrs. Tanner, the envy of half the street as it happens, and I'm letting you live this bit to show you how it feels to be grounded. You said yourself you may as well not have bothered with uni, so just give it a try. The trouble with you, Ken, is you've paid more attention to the organ in your pants and not the one in your head. Now, to do with any fucker else. Now, let's see. You've no scholarship to brag about. Maybe that Deirdre bird might not play away if you're less pompous. Now, you better get your pants on, else he's bobbing over.
Well, I wish you'd prepared me.
Oh, Dobby's so rotten soft.
Hose, hose, hose. Oh, twat!
Here, Hilda, what's going on? What do you mean?
Well, I were up there with the good Lord, and now everyone's wishing me a Merry Christmas left, right and centre.
It's Gale's lad, apparently. I think he's one of them antichrists or summit.
My ding-dong's up another guy, and yes, his balls are tingling, and though he's putting on a smile...
I guess that's Mrs. Old gone for a bit, then. There's a turkey in the fridge still, though.
What are you doing here?
It's all changed again, hasn't it?
Shouldn't the girls be here? There's presents under the tree.
Fuck them two, they're annoying. We can still have a Christmas day at the very least.
You cooking then, yeah? It's the least you can do, Kevin.
Oh, Natalie, I've given up looking for her salt. Balls are blue enough. Look, let's just get the sprouts on the go, eh?
Little donkey has a giant dong. We're all tiny, so give us cash so we can get monged. King Wenceslas lobbed himself out of his bedroom window, all because he was turned down by a bed on Tinder.
I'm glad I've lasted long enough for Christmas Day, Percy. I'm not, there's twice as much fucking washing up. Well, Emily's sick of you, so I'm the one in your corner. You've been here 2 minutes and already have 6 plates and 3 cups, woman. Fucking state of all this. I'm keeping your hands soft and that fairy liquid for when we have a tangle later.
Here you. Merry bloody Christmas.
All right, aye. There you are, same to you.
Oh, Tar. What is it, eh? Feels like a breadboard.
Ah, you broke that last one over me nut, didn't you?
Is that it? A fucking breadboard for me Christmas present?
Go on, get some toast on.
I've got that shitty turkey to burn, haven't I?
Pack your fags.
Well, I'll have 'em back then,
The
what?
fuck you will.
Then don't be so sodding ungrateful. You can light us one and do your own bastard toast.
Hello, you.
I hear we're shagging.
Well, I wouldn't put it so crass as that, but I'm glad you remembered. There's a job going if you're interested.
Job? What do you mean, a job?
Well, Len's looking for a pot man at the Rovers.
Len?
Yes, love, the flaming landlord. I said you could do with a few bob and have the time. Be nice to see you achieve summit. Gives you Sunday free to go on the piss with our Dennis and come back with a chippy tea for us all. I'm dolling myself up to go out, so come over when you're ready, won't you? Show some flaming ambition. Do it for that trip to Blackpool we've been planning.
Blackpool? Hang on. I have to save up just a fester in Blackpool?
Yes, kid, and you do well to be patient. Listen, you daft apeth, if this job goes well, we might even be able to branch out to go to Torquay. And I hear they're very liberated down there. Listen, I know education wasn't kind, but if Len sells a pub to the Walkers, they won't look twice at somebody like you.
I can always be a potman in the local boozer and be respected. Maybe you're right.
I know I'm right. Now zip you fly up and look interested.
Yes, I'll be over soon.
Good. Ta-ra, love.
Fucking state of this bird, Norman. I'd need the bandsaw on this frigate. This isn't exactly the Christmas day I was hoping for. Did you have to fuck up my quiz? It wasn't me. It was that Duckworth woman. Of course it was. Maybe if you'd marshalled it better instead of folding under pressure, we'd have got through unscathed. Look, can we just drop it now? You brought it up. What a load of shit, eh? I don't remember this Christmas being this underwhelming, even if I did spend it with you. We've not even any fucking gravy. I couldn't find the granules. You make gravy with the pan juices and a bit of veg. They give you giblets to help you, for fuck's sake. I know. I think. Yeah, I know. Well then, why haven't you cocking well bothered? You have taken them out, haven't you? It's only fools and horses, is this? Oh, just get off me back, Reg. I don't know what day it is half the time. I can't think straight, so shove your giblets up your arse, you prick. What are you gawping at? What am I doing here? We're both asking that question. Does David know he's brought you back? No, he doesn't. Oh, fuck this, I'm off. Oh, now, come on, Norris. Stop right there. You're going to listen to me. I just want to get back for Christmas. You can hang around here and be merry, can't you? Now let's have a little chat about our past issues, eh? I'm making the most of my time back here. I say, Mrs. Tanny, I've gone over the £15 budget with that frock tonight.
Well, I worked for it, I'll have you know.
I'll bet. Look, are you having a drink or what?
Not until Ken gets here. He wants to ask you about a job, and then maybe we can
Should have
afford
gone for the educated type.
He knows enough.
He's very boring, though.
Oh, give over.
Pays to have brains.
Oh, does it?
Got me into respectability and a few young ladies.
Yes, and I bet you're riddled.
Besides the point.
I need to change me knickers.
Yes, hello.
Oh, you were telling the truth, were you?
About time.
So you're the man I have to speak to if I want a deadbeat job?
Yes, he is.
Well, you can change your fucking tone for a start.
Oh, say what I like.
Ken, this wasn't what we discussed.
Because I'm only here for a few minutes, so I'll play this out and be fucking off. My ghostly father's teaching me a lesson, you see.
You're wasting your time.
Look, where are the portals,
I
David?
don't manufacture them, you know.
Where?
Just hang about here and enjoy the future of soap opera.
I want things back to normal. It's not even Christmas here, and I'm missing out on presents.
There's nothing we can do about all this, are there?
Shut up, hooker. Everyone just accepts the way he behaves. That's the
I'll
problem.
put you in a younger loop. I thought you'd be pleased.
I do things my own way, not yours or anyone else's.
Really? You might not be needed after all, Liam.
Just shut up,
Nick!
you prick. I'll kill
Here we
you.
go.
Fucking little...
What's going on?
There, Mum. There's number one son giving it the big un. He'll be smacking you about next.
Fuck you,
Nick,
alright?
if you've come to save us, don't.
Nobody else is bothering. They're all letting him shaft them with his witchcraft. Soft bastards.
Dare you say
Fuck's
that?
sake, Mum, you sent me back. You pushed your kid through time.
Yes, and I came to tell you to stop and go back.
What? Why?
Because you made a mistake. Norris is missing in 2002. You talking about Richard? Yes, and he's the only person I know who had magical powers that rival yours. So if you think he won't have his way when he finds you, think again. Give me a chance, will you? Oh, Rita. Hello, Emily. I thought I'd come over and drink your sherry for a bit. Oh, you can have the dry stuff. That'll do if it's free. Has Percy killed Phyllis yet?
Well, I made sure I left enough knives out for him to use.
Though I rather fancy the gun is more likely if it carries on. Emily, if we're stuck here in this for a bit, I'm quite happy to watch two old fucks at each other's throats.
These pots look like an ape's wiped his ass on them.
Hey, guess where I've wiped this?
So now I've done the live action. What are you showing me next?
A few years on. What happens when you take away your education?
Let me get this straight. Do you like educated me or not, Dad?
There's nothing wrong with schooling. It's acting the cunt I don't like.
Where are we going now?
To show you the consequences. I've got a bit of Clarence in me as well.
Oh, fuck that film. I like to go home.
Why did you choose me tonight?
It was a choice of about two.
Me and that Barlow, I imagine.
Yeah, though he's always far too rowdy and vacuous.
Went for a touch of class then, eh?
That's it.
In that case, how about we get married after I've stuffed you one?
All right.
Hey, shift you.
Fuck off, you fat sod.
Yeah, I want a
Fred,
bit.
stop it! Fred, I can't get me fucking arms around you! Fred!
Give me that mic.
Stood on me foot, you knobhead!
Yes, everyone. Yes.
You're bringing shame on your family.
So it seems Mrs. Ogden's got an opinion. Does somebody give the old bitch a rosette? Because apparently I'm too pissed.
You see what Deirdre said there? Vacuous. It wasn't just education you lost, it was your common sense.
Oh, this is playing hell with my bowels. Damn and blast it.
You need showing, Ken.
I am looking forward to the party, Mrs. Walker. I don't know why. You're working it. Now here's the guest list. Fuck the guest list. How dare you? Well, what's the point in it, Mrs. Walker? We know as long as boring Barlow isn't here, it's fair game. Maybe Fred and all.
Fuck off, Lynch.
Listen to me. Now, obviously I'm not inviting that vagrant. Credit me with a sense of what's best for this public house. He drinks far too much for a start and talks about nothing but angling. And how he gave Christine Hardman a blasting in the back alley. And how his ma got flattened by a bus. That's quite enough, Bet. You're right, sorry. But no more talk of Mr. Barlow.
What a bunch of bellends. I don't want to be in this world anymore. Get me out.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put you over my knee.
Look, I'll tell no one, all right?
That's very kind, Norris.
But now I've got that out of my system. You need to know this. I'm here for my family, David especially. I'm very interested in all his little quirks and skills. See, I had powers and I could only be killed off by my own actions. Otherwise, I was indestructible, and I could be resurrected by any sort of time adjustment. Echoes and time loops are like chest compressions to me. I'm not just a temporary vision, Norris. I span across all, just like David. Remember your Norrising days?
I can do that now.
Don't, please.
Now, tomorrow, next decade, I can infiltrate every version of you and pull all their heads off.
Now, just back off.
David'll get his too, and then there'll be only one. I've laid at the bottom of that canal for far too long, and it's my time to rise up again. You always hated me. And if you thought David's little red dwarf LARP was a mindfuck, you've seen nothing yet.
Look, I've had enough of being uncomfortably close to you. Now, fuck off.
Shut up, Norris. You never know when to. Here. I've warned you. And spanked you. And now you've been disciplined. You can call a taxi because running is doing you no favours. Head back home. And you might catch a bit of turkey at Emily's. But know this. I'll be watching all the time. Percy Sugden is the least of your worries, sunshine, let me tell you. Now phone your taxi and get long out of my sight.
Surprise, kid.
Get on with it.
With pleasure.
But what if I was less boring? I missed out on everything through having nothing about me.
Well, let's have a look, shall we? I've knocked £3 off.
That's very kind of Rogenique. Are you a fucking streetwalker?
Yes, I am, actually.
Well, you can take your dirty business somewhere else. He's a married man, is this one, you know.
She doesn't care about that, Uncle Albert.
No, but Deirdre will, won't she? Telling her she can't move in so you can use this as a knocking shop.
Look, I'm not arse. I just want me money, all right?
You'll get my old knob across your nose if you carry on, lass.
We don't need to listen to this kind of shit.
Why couldn't you have been like your brother, eh?
Because he was an airheaded footballer with nothing to talk about but his last match.
Well, folk liked him, though.
For fuck's sake, where are we going now?
You don't suit a wild other half, lass.
Well, if he wants to booze himself, daft, fuck him.
Hey, do you know, you're still a palatable bird. There's plenty of hope yet. Get shut of them specs. From what I gather, there's summit under there worth dicking.
I suppose so. With his education, I can't understand what possessed him to piss it all away like that. And I'm sure he's played away with prozzies. The cunt.
Listen, love. I'll go and straighten the little bastard out for you. You listen to me. You leave her be, little prick.
Is it him?
He's on a bender.
What do you want?
All right, Four Eyes.
Excuse me?
I'm just calling to tell you I've booked us a nice trip to Benidorm.
I see.
Got us half board above a kebab house.
Well, I don't want to go to fucking Benidorm with you, do I? Mrs. Sharple says you're a bad example.
Well, Mrs. Sharples has no business with us, has she?
She does. Plenty.
Look, fuck this. You don't want to stay at home reading books and baking biscuits. Let's go out and get some piss-cheap cocktails down our throats.
No. I'd rather have something sophisticated down my throat.
Then who's that then, eh?
I wasn't expecting you coming round.
Nor was I.
Let me put Jack's mags away, hold on.
I need something now.
Well, give me a chance to send a message downstairs, woman.
I can't be with somebody like Ken. He's booked us on an horrible trip.
Yeah, you deserve better, Deirdre.
So says everyone.
Well, you've arrived at the right place for an upgrade, love. I don't mess about.
Well, get your pants off then.
So how about a large scotch and a toot before we get on?
Mr. Barwell, I think you're a bit shit-faced.
And I think you should take your dress off so I can have a good old scan of the goods.
Barlow's back on it. I see 11 plus refers to your daily intake nowadays, Mr. Einstein.
Mind your own business, bellend.
Hey, can you just fuck off?
Hey, I'm just saying you wasted your prospects trying to be popular. If it wasn't Deirdre, it'd been some other poor cow. Still got your prozzies to fall back on, eh? Oh, Christ, mind those extras. They don't get paid enough to have you falling all over them.
Get out of the way, Tit.
Ah, what a loser. Every town's got one. Large Scotch, please, love. See, Ken, whether it's without education or vapidity, you're still shit. Things don't change. She still shags Mike.
I can see that.
So, can I do anything else for you whilst I'm here?
Let's just make the best of Christmas Day, shall we?
Yes, I can see this as a chance to find some old tart and biff her one under the mistletoe. How lucky she'll be.
Oh, do what you like.
I might have a box of mince pies as well.
Oh, Derek, you know what that does to your jowls.
Who gives a shit?
I do. I'm still to be seen with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was a lecherous embarrassment.
Oh, look, Derek. I just want to calm it down a little, that's all.
And do what?
Well, watch old films and do crosswords or something.
Oh, great. Shall I start farting profusely so I can completely become 𝗵𝗿𝗶𝗀?
Oh, honestly, neither of us are horny youngsters anymore.
Oh, speak for yourself, Mavis. Since I've been back, I've felt 25. I'm not feeling guilty for that, let me tell you.
Look, just get your coat on and let's go and find someone to sponge your dinner off.
In my day, if I had to spend me Christmas with a load of painted floozies, me pals would have been over in a shot to rescue me.
Really? Well, I don't much want to spend mine with the moaning old shithouse and his groupies. Any Christmas would have done but this one.
Don't give over, woman. Try having this senile purple-headed twat slavering over you.
Slavering? I've got me teeth in today.
Bollocks to you.
I'm ready for me 5 minutes and all.
We've got company, I can't.
I was just about to ask you to bugger off.
Oh, all right, all right. Get your coat and we'll go to your digs.
They'll have the Dad's Army Christmas special on if we hurry.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Sprouts were hard as fuck and gravy were like puddle water.
Oh, just get out and try not to slip on the ice, you old bat.
I'll make sure she does, Mrs. Bishop.
Bah! Yeah, that were a pudding. I say that were a pudding. Oh, fuck, I've split me pants.
I'm not surprised. You've had more turkey in your gob than Zsa Gabor.
I got wed this time last, whenever the fuck it was, and now I'm stuck having dinner with you lot. Though it's nice to see Maxine's head in one piece.
Yeah, thanks, Fred, I think.
Look, one more scenario. What if I never became flatulent?
Honestly,
Yes, obviously.
I can show you. But you'll not be so suited with what you see.
Do it.
And the doctor says you need to stop wanking. I said, why? She said, because I'm trying to examine you.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
Give over, you love it.
What am I doing here?
Here, have a ciggy.
And two.
Martin, I'm gonna pop it out.
What? Just one?
She means she's having the baby.
Chuffing hell.
Yes, Rita. Oh, sorry. What's happening? What's that got to do with me? Why aren't you ghost categorised anyway?
There's no point since David messed with everything. So let's see why that has everything to do with you.
Dear, oh dear. Ken, have you broken wind again? Because it absolutely stinks.
If I hadn't before, I certainly have now. Better go home and change.
Yes, you'd better.
Go on, sod off. Dreadful individual, really.
You leaving then?
Fucking right I am.
Why?
'Cause it reeks in here now.
I thought you'd try it on.
And fail again. Nah, I'll be sick if I stay. I'm off for some fresh air. Fucking rank that.
All right.
Hey up.
I can see you're after summit.
You up for obliging?
Why not?
I'll do. I've no rubbers.
And from there a child was born.
David, it's my fault.
Yes, Ken, you've caused everything. Either way, you're the catalyst behind this street's misery.
Have you had a nice day?
I've had balls. I've been stuck with Percy and Emily. Life's become a kaleidoscope. I can't keep up.
I thought you weren't so bothered by all of this.
It was something Mavis said the other day about Alan Bradley that's making me bits twitch.
So is that enough for you then? Good old Richard. Alive.
Just go and run your Poncy New Gen shit all. Suits you perfectly.
Oh.
You'll be sorry.
Merry Christmas, Frederick. Has he given you a Yuletide Roger young Elizabeth?
No, he hasn't actually.
I'd happily give you some seasonal cheer by way of the sausage. Steady on, Fred. Last Christmas I were a married man. And if I had her Beverly or yon, I'd have stuffed her from here to Bethlehem by dinner time. Goodwill to all men.
Do you mind?
Precisely. You have to work an appetite up for a face like that. None of us knows what's next. Take what you can before she goes daft with Botox.
I can't believe he slept right through Christmas Day, the lazy bastard.
Doesn't surprise me at all. He's probably bored himself to death.
He was very upset about the time jump last night.
I'm getting used to it. At least you've not had rotten Tracy love here to piss everyone off.
Bah fucking humbug!
Ken!
Why did they visit me if I was past all hope, the shithouses? Apparently, I'm to blame for everything. David, this moose being here.
You've missed Christmas dinner we're lounging about.
I wasn't lounging, I was being shafted by spirits. My dad and big hair Bet showing me a load of fucking nonsense that has no happy ending just to piss me off. So I'm stuck with you and that aggravating old cunt.
Ken!
I'm not being insulted by a man who soils his trousers.
There's plenty more where that came from. Merry fucking Christmas.
Ken!
Fuck you and fuck James Stewart.
Ooh, hey love, do you want a blowy? Merry Christmas, sorry, Merry Christmas.
You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping.
Merry Christmas to all my Sorrynation Street fans. Thank you very much for your support throughout the year. I hope you enjoyed this Christmas episode, and there's plenty more to come in 2025. Have a drink and be merry and wretched.